Hi, this is a brief video to help parents of Westfield, Washington schools with their parent Canvas account. So the first thing you're going to do is go to www.instructure.com, and if you've already created your parent account, you simply use that information to log in. If you have not created a parent account, you're going to click here and then follow the directions that it provides you. You will need your student's ID number as well as their Canvas password to create a parent account. So make sure you have those two things with you when you click that button. So simply log in, and it's going to bring you to something called your dashboard. Now, before we talk about your dashboard, I want to talk for a second about your account icon. So if you click it and choose notifications, if you are interested in being notified about the things going on in your student's classroom, this is where you would go for that notification. Right now, it's defaulted not to notify you, and you probably are seeing over here on the right-hand side the email address that you used to create your account with a bunch of X's. But you can change that if that is something you are interested in. You're going to, as you kind of scroll down, see a lot of topics there that offer this idea of notifying you. For example, maybe grading. Maybe for every assignment graded, you want to be notified so that you can go and look at the graded assignment. So then you can change the features here on how you want to be notified. If you want to be notified right away, you click the check mark. If you want to be notified just once daily, you'll click the little clock looking icon. Once weekly would be the calendar looking icon, or don't notify me at all is the X. So some parents like to be notified of class announcements, graded assignments, discussion posts, whatever might interest you. Please note you can always come back here and change this. So if you're feeling inundated with emails, you can always come back here and make less emails or put it to no. You can also just do nothing and not be notified, so you don't have to do this step. Notice that I've got two different email addresses because I had the one that I used to create my account, but I also have a different email that I wanted it to go to as well. So you can set that up by simply coming over here to settings. You can add additional email addresses, or you could click here and add your cell phone and it will text message you. So that's notifications. Let's go back to the dashboard. One tip I have for you is to, if you have more than one student, is to color code. These are called course cards. So I have two students in Westfield using Canvas. I have a daughter and a son. I've made all my daughter's course cards red, all my son's course cards purple. And I simply just click the three dots to change the color. I can also change the name. So originally this just said math. Okay, but is that my son's math or my daughter's math? I don't know. And I get that I've color coded it, so I should, but I can also put my daughter's name is Riley, Riley's math. And that way I know for sure, especially as I go throughout the year, and I won't confuse myself as exactly what course that is. So I can set it all up that way, or if I have 3 kids, I can have 3 different colors. It just makes it a little bit simpler. To go into a course, simply click on the course card, and you come to the home page. Now teachers set up their home pages differently, so you'll just kind of get a feel for that. But the one link that's going to stay the same regardless of teacher, regardless of student, is the grades link. And you might find it up top here, you might find it way down here, but at some point in this column you should see grades. Simply click on it. And now you have access to your students' grades on Canvas assignments. Now, I do want to note that all official grades will be found in PowerSchool, that not every single assignment your child does is a Canvas graded assignment, but all assignments that are graded are found in PowerSchool. So PowerSchool is always the place you go for the most accurate grade. But if the teacher did assign a Canvas assignment, you would be able to see it here. So my daughter's submitted several assignments in this course. We've got the assignment title, the due date, and her score. If you see an icon to the right, that's a feedback icon. If you click on it, you'll be able to read the feedback. If you want to see the actual assignment, you simply click here and you'll be able to access that assignment, unless it's a quiz or a test and the teacher has that blocked. But for the most part, if you click here, you'll be able to see the assignment and what your student submitted for that assignment. If you see a check mark versus a point value, that is like a participation grade. Your student completed it and followed all requirements. If it said an X, it was incomplete or they did not follow the requirements being asked of them. Here's another little feedback icon that I could click on, but this one is actually a rubric icon. So if I click on it, I'll actually see the rubric the teacher used to grade that assignment. Notice the criteria here and the score my child received in each criteria as I scroll down. The teacher has the option to leave feedback for each criteria. Now in this case, the teacher did not do that, but if they had, you would see the little comment icon right here that you could click on, and that icon looks just like that, and you would see it inside the rubric and you could click on it. If you see a dash, that means one of two things: either your student didn't submit it and therefore it's a 0 or not submitted. You could know that based on the due date. If it's past July 6th by a week or so, they probably didn't turn it in, but it could also mean they turned it in, the teacher just hasn't graded it yet. So be careful of the dash. It could mean both things. This icon with a bell and a slash through it just means your teacher has muted the grade. Maybe they don't want students to see it. Maybe it's a test and they don't want students to have access to the answers until every student's taken the test, so they mute it so students can't get in and see. Or this one's a little bit tricky because it's muted. You can't tell if your student submitted it or not until the teacher unmutes it. So when they unmute it, you'll either see a score or you'll see this dash again. Again, you're going to see a Canvas grade, but that does not mean that is their official course grade. All official grades come from PowerSchool. All right, in addition to grades, you've got access to a calendar. And again, if you have more than one student, you're going to see all of those classes listed over here, which again is why color coding is so helpful. You can have, maybe you just want all your daughter's courses, so you'll just click all the red ones, and then you'll just see the red courses. It's going to default to a month view. That can get crowded fast, especially if you have more than one student. So that's why it comes in handy to be able to control what you see on the calendar by clicking these boxes on and off. A month view can get, again, very cluttered. It might be better to choose a week view or even choose the agenda view. The agenda view is my personal favorite because it's going to list the date and then list the assignments that are due on that date. So that's my personal view. Inside the calendar, you can click on a box and you'll be able to go directly to the assignment if you click the assignment title, but you can also see all of the information. Most importantly, you can see the due date, and if there are any links provided, you can access them there simply by clicking on the box inside of the calendar. Last feature is the inbox. This is Canvas's email system. And so you can receive messages. You can also send messages by composing a new message here. And if you ever have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact your students' teachers or even the school office for help. They would be more than willing to help you with any Canvas questions that you have. You can also use this help icon here to get some of your questions answered. I hope you learned a lot about the Parent Canvas account. Thanks so much for watching this video.